the war that changed everything. The galaxy was at peace for centuries, or so it seemed. The great empires of the cosmos had drawn invisible lines, creating a fragile balance of power. Humanity, a relatively young race in the grand scheme of the universe, was seen as insignificant, a species too primitive to pose a threat, too distant to warrant attention. But that perception would change in the most violent way imaginable. It began with the arrival of the Aether Dominion. They were an ancient and ruthless empire, conquerors of countless worlds. Their fleets moved like a plague, darkening the skies of every planet they touched. When they reached Earth, they didn't bother with diplomacy or demands. They simply unleashed destruction. Cities were turned to ash in hours. Billions died in the first wave of attacks. The Aether Dominion didn't invade for resources or land. They came for humanity itself. Our genetic material was valuable to them, a key to unlock further evolution in their species. Earth became a harvesting ground, but humanity wasn't as weak as the galaxy believed. The remnants of Earth's militaries regrouped in underground bunkers and hidden fortresses. These survivors were not just soldiers, but engineers, scientists, and civilians with nothing left to lose. They quickly discovered something the Aether Dominion hadn't anticipated: humanity's resilience. Where other species crumbled under the weight of the Dominion's oppression, humanity adapted. Fast. General Elias Vorn, a charismatic and brilliant leader, rose from the chaos. He unified the fractured remnants of Earth's forces into the united human resistance. His speeches ignited hope, his strategies brought victories, and his sheer determination became a symbol of humanity's fight for survival. The resistance knew they couldn't match the Aether Dominion's technology head-on. Instead, they used guerrilla tactics, exploiting the enemy's overconfidence. Human ships were outdated, but their pilots were daring and unpredictable. Every victory, no matter how small, was a lesson learned, a step closer to leveling the playing field. And then came the breakthrough. In the ruins of New Geneva, a team of scientists uncovered a piece of ether technology, a damaged neural core from one of their ships. It held the key to understanding the Dominion's networked communication systems. Dr. Aisha Rahmani, a prodigy in quantum computing, led the effort to reverse engineer the device. Within months, they cracked it. Humanity could now hack into the Dominion's systems. The first major victory came at the Battle of Titan. The Aether Dominion had set up a massive orbital station around Saturn's largest moon, using it as a staging ground for further attacks. The Resistance, using their newly acquired knowledge, infiltrated the station's systems. They turned the Dominion's own defenses against them, causing chaos within the ranks. For the first time, humanity destroyed an ether stronghold. The news spread like wildfire. Other oppressed species, inspired by humanity's defiance, began to rise up against the Aether Dominion. The galaxy was waking up, and humanity was leading the charge. But the war was far from over. The Dominion retaliated with a ferocity unmatched in galactic history. They sent their Dreadbringer fleets, massive city-sized warships armed with planet-destroying weapons, to crush Earth once and for all. Humanity's forces were no match for their sheer power. The Resistance retreated to the asteroid belt, using the natural terrain as cover. It was there, among the drifting rocks of space, that humanity unveiled its greatest weapon, the Nova Strike. Developed in secret, the Nova Strike was a weaponized form of dark energy, capable of tearing through the fabric of space-time. It was unstable, dangerous, and untested. But humanity had no other choice. In a desperate gambit, General Vorn led the Resistance's fleets in a direct assault on the Dreadbringer armada. The battle was chaos, a swirling storm of fire and destruction. Human ships darted between the massive Dominion vessels, exploiting their bulk and lack of maneuverability. The Nova Strike was deployed, ripping through the largest Dreadbringer ship in a blinding flash of light. The explosion created a chain reaction, crippling the entire fleet. The victory came at a cost. Thousands of human lives were lost, including General Vorn. His sacrifice, however, became the rallying cry for the galaxy. Humanity had shown the universe that even the mightiest empire could fall. With the Dreadbringer fleet destroyed, the Aether Dominion's grip on the galaxy began to weaken. Their forces, spread thin and demoralized, faced rebellion on every front. Humanity, now armed with salvaged Dominion technology, led the charge, liberating one planet after another. The final battle took place on Zephyr Prime, the Dominion's capital world. The Resistance, now a coalition of multiple species, launched an all-out assault. The skies above the planet burned as ships clashed in a massive orbital battle. On the ground, soldiers fought street by street, inch by bloody inch. Dr. Ramani, who had become one of the leaders of the resistance, infiltrated the Dominion's central command hub with a small team. They uploaded a virus into the Dominion's neural network, severing their centralized control. The once unified empire collapsed into chaos. When the dust settled, the galaxy was forever changed. The Aether Dominion was no more. Humanity, once considered insignificant, had become a beacon of hope. Earth was in ruins, but its spirit was unbroken. The United Human Resistance transformed into the Galactic Concord, an alliance dedicated to ensuring no empire would ever again dominate the galaxy. Humanity's rise had come at a great cost, but it had also ignited a new era. The galaxy now knew that when pushed to the brink, humanity didn't just survive, it thrived. And in doing so, they changed the fate of the stars. The war had changed everything.